The Honorable Chairman Shannon has presided. God bless the United States, the great state of Tennessee, in this honorable meeting. This time, Chaplain Adams will lead us in prayer. Afterwards, please remain standing for the pledge to our nation's flag. Chaplain.
Let's pray together. Heavenly Father, God, thank you for the day you give us. Thank you for your love. God, thank you for the privilege we have to meet together tonight. And Lord, I pray that you just may direct our hearts to you. Lord, that everything that we do, everything that is said, will bring you glory and honor. Lord, help us to act in a way that's according to your will. And Lord, help us to do it in a manner that gives you glory. Lead us now and direct us. Thank you for each one of these men and women that serve you. God, thank you for them that serve our county, that have given themselves to hold these positions. Lord, bless them in all that they do. We thank you and love you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Please silence your cell phones.
Mr. Chairman, before we start, I'd like for us all to keep Sharon Templeton in our prayers. She's going through some tough times right now. Just keep her in our prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, we do have 12 items on the agenda. We are pulling 2, so it's down to 10. Do have a quorum. We have 14-1. At this time, I'll take a motion to approve the minutes of the 13th July meeting. Motion by Wilson, second by Duff. Commissioner Wilson.
Nothing further.
Commissioner Duff.
Nothing.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. Motion carries. Accept committee reports and correspondence. Take a motion. Motion by Berry, second by Gann. Commissioner Berry.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On number 5, I just want to report to you that our hotel motel tax is doing exactly what we hoped it would do. Last year, we had $150,000+. This year, thus far, we had $241,222. So our hotel motel tax is doing what we wanted it to do. Other than that, number 13, on our report there, that there's just so much stuff going on now that I'm sure the executive can help us on that, because there's a lot of interesting things in there, and there's a lot of things that we just need to make sure that we're doing. Thank you.
Commissioner, a question.
Excuse me?
Was there a question?
Well, I'm just saying our ERC people are on top of all this. There's a lot of stuff going on, new stuff, old stuff that the public is interested in making sure that we're doing the right stuff. I just want to make sure we're.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No question.
So we have, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Gann, you had a second.
Nothing, sir.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries 14-1. List of notaries, let's do those, and then we're going to amend the agenda. So, motion by Henderson, second by Cunningham. Commissioner Henderson.
Appreciate your willingness to serve.
Commissioner Cunningham.
What he said.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. All right, this motion carries 14-1. At this time, I'll take a motion to amend the agenda. We're going to do a proclamation first. Have a motion. Motion by Parks, a second by Wilson.
It was not Wilson.
What?
No.
Throw a bracket in there.
Oh, thank you.
I won't take it away from somebody.
All right. Go ahead, boy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Johnson, would you mind joining me up here, please? I know this may not be the place to be.
You gonna stand in here with me?
That's all you.
So, just want to say this is an honor to get a chance to be here. This is probably the only time. Well, I know it's sort of the first time I've been able to do this, probably the only time that we'll honor somebody 43 years of service to this. We have a couple of things that we'd like to do for you. Now I've got a proclamation I'm going to read first, and then Mr. Hester has something he wants to to give you as well. So bear with me just for a second. Whereas Beth Johnson has served the people of Roane County in the county clerk's office for over 43 years. And whereas Beth Johnson began her dedicated service to the county on March 1st, 1983 as deputy clerk, and through her commitment, professionalism, and faithful service was appointed chief deputy on January 1st, 2018. And whereas on September 1st, 2018, Beth Johnson assumed the office of county clerk, continuing a distinguished career marked by integrity, compassion, and unwavering dedication to the citizens of Roane County. And whereas after more than 4 decades of exemplary service, Beth Johnson is retiring from the office of Roane County Clerk, leaving behind a lasting legacy of service and commitment to Roane County and its residents. Now therefore I, Wade Cresswell, County Executive of Roane County, do hereby proclaim that Beth Johnson has served in the role of County Clerk of Roane County with honor and distinction for her entire 43-year career. Roane County is grateful for your dedication and service and wishes you well on retirement. Right here, you show her that. Right here. They did the first one, I've ever seen it too. I'm about to get through.
Not that you need a walking stick. That's all I make, so, so, it's extremely, hardwood from Brazil, so if you hit somebody with it, it won't break.
Break the stick.
Watch out, Randy.
I also want to take time to say that Frida Smith and Tina Stroh are also retiring from Beth's office. Collectively, they make up 102 years of service to this county. So what we're losing in this county, in this office, in institutional knowledge and experience is pretty irreplaceable. It'll take a long time. So on behalf of me, my staff, Roane County government, thank you. Thank your team for all you've done.
You know what that stick's called? It's called a come here. But when you holler at him, he don't answer, you poke him, say, come here.
Okay, did the notaries, next is, hearing of delegation. So if you want to address the county commission, please come on up, and that must be germane to the county's business, and keep it to 3 minutes, if you would. So.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. So, my name again is Brad Taylor. I was here a little over about 3 weeks ago, and the budget committee met, as far as giving out, donations to organizations within the Roane County. Our Shoes for Soul was very fortunate to receive a $5,000 donation. And so we took that 1 week later and went to Walmart in Rockwood, and we were able to give out 726 pairs of children's shoes. 600. I just wanted you to know from the bottom of my heart how much we appreciate that. But I also wanted you to know that your money, your $5,000 immediately went into the community to aid and assist children who are less fortunate, that put a backpack filled with school supplies on their backs. And it couldn't have been done without the cooperation and the support of Roane County government. We have one of your own, Jennifer Hasbrook, that came down and donated her entire day and worked with us. So she can tell you firsthand what the look is in those children's eyes whenever you're able to give them something that they didn't think they would ever get to be able to start this school year. So again, thank you very much for what you do.
Brad, will you tell how that foundation was started real quick, how you started that?
Yes, sir. So my brother Alan, 7 years ago, was diagnosed with pancreatic and stage 4 liver cancer. So instead of sitting around the last 6 months of his life saying, poor bit for me, he had us as a family get together and we focused on and developed a 501c3 organization, Shoes for Souls. We just with this last August 1st, We just passed 30,000 pairs of shoes that we've handed out in Roane County, and over 15,000 backpacks to school-aged children here in Roane County. So, you know, we do it for we do it for three reasons. Number one, we honor God. Because without God, none of this happens. Number two, we honor my brother. But number three, we honor the county that we live in. Because these kids in this county, whether they're, you know, the beautiful thing about my brother is, he said, don't ever judge, son. He said, when a child comes up there, you put a pair of shoes on. It doesn't matter whether mom and daddy look like they can afford them or not. You know, in the selfishness of that act alone, where every child looks the same, they all look the same in God's eyes. So, yeah, we're humbled and we're blessed, beyond measure. We'll be at Walmart in December, partnering with Operation Reach, to do shoes, and other items, in December.
Awesome.
Thank you for sharing that, sir. All right, next. Anyone else want to address the county commission?
Mike Ferguson, 222 Hawk Trail, Kingston, Tennessee. I'm here tonight to talk about what I was told would be on the agenda, a resolution to run a pilot program for the high-density housing here in Roane County, and then the pilot being in lieu of taxes, payment in lieu of taxes. Concern I've got several concerns with it. One, this should be addressed more openly, more transparently, I think, with the citizens of the county, and rather than show up as an item on the budget.
Sorry,
And, so I think that it should be addressed more openly with the people in the county, so that we know what's going on about it. I think that if there are taxes available to be given back, they should be given back to the citizens who paid those taxes. So if we want to do that, you know, I think that the growth in the county is good. I think that the county government is not responsible to provide housing for all the people who have jobs in the county. And so I think that we need to be careful where we step, or we may overstep. You know, I don't believe it's been brought to the budget committee. I don't believe it's been brought to the planning commission for any kind of input on, and I don't believe it's been brought to the public in general. So I think those are things that we need to address when we're looking at this. It is a matter that's of pretty significant impact to the county, because it does reduce the tax base that we have, at least for a few years. And I don't think that we need to be encouraging that kind of growth, the high density, lower middle income growth in the county necessarily. So that's all I've got to say at this time. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. All right, next. All right, anyone else want?
Hi there, Mindy Scanlon, 137 Old Elberton Road. I just spoke briefly last time about the block cameras, and I was hoping that by now some people maybe had looked more into advanced license plate readers and their capabilities beyond just reading license plates, such as facial recognition, connecting to your Wi-Fi on your phone, other things that they can do. And I know that we can't make big moves all of a sudden or all at once, or do we want to necessarily, but the one that concerns me the most is the one that is in front of Bowers. I don't understand why there's one camera there in front of that school and there isn't any in front of any others. There's children there that the cameras can be hacked into, they can be spun around and looked at the playground. Those children deserve to be out playing and not have some weirdo from the internet zoom in and look on them and turn them into AI pornography. So I unfortunately left my phone at my parents' house, so I don't have all my good notes for you, but I will come more prepared next time. And I just hope that we continue to have a conversation about the dangers of these things that they cause. Yes, they have some safety things. Yes, if you're not doing anything wrong, you shouldn't have anything to worry about, but laws change every day, and something that could be right today could be wrong tomorrow. And there just comes a point where too much is too much. My granddad was born in 1917, and my dad was born in 1939, and my brothers and sisters were born around 1985. I was born in 1983, and I feel like I woke up in 2026 in George Orwell's 1984 novel, and there's just cameras everywhere, and I just worry about the children who are in kindergarten, first, fifth, sixth, seventh grade. They don't have a voice. They can't be here to tell you that they don't want this, and we need to use our discernment and our education to be reviewing these things and make sure that we're protecting those kids who can't be here, or their parents can't be here because they're taking care of their kids. So if we could just work together and look more into that, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Chair recognizes Commissioner Goss.
Can I ask, Director Scoobs a question there? Russell, who actually owns that one there at the school?
We are working with our partners in law enforcement. It's a flock camera system. I think we fund 3 of them through a grant, 3 of theirs. And all, to my knowledge, all it reads is license plate images only. There's no broad view. It recognizes the shape and the numbers of license plate. And then it dings, Captain Cook. If someone, a sexual predator, happens to cross in front of that camera, he gets notification. But no one in our office has any, I have 0 access to any images, any footage, but I think it just scans the rectangular image and numbers, is the way I understood it.
It's not some outside company in California or some other state.
It is the flock system. I don't know where they're based, and it's something that,
Is that a private
through our
company?
partnership. Appreciate that.
We did get a packet on the flock cameras late this afternoon. We have it here. I've not had a chance to read it or digest it. Have you? Yeah, speak to it.
Yeah, so, obviously, everybody's seen the attention that flock cameras been getting nationwide. So it's sparked several discussions, in our office with, the District Attorney General Russell Johnson, who's here, both chief deputies, Chief Hahn, Sheriff-elect Phillips, who's here, to talk about what we're doing locally, and to have a framework of accountability, to assure that our public, that a lot of the things, a lot of the fears that are out there that are addressed, and I don't want to speak on their behalf, so I don't know if now is the time to open it up. We do it during my report. Chairman, what would you prefer? Because we came ready to answer any,
Well, we can do it now. Does anyone, first off, anyone from the public want to speak? Anyone else from the public want to speak? Because I was thinking there'd be a ton of people here for flock. Come on, sir.
I'm Scott Glenn. I live at 169 Newport Way in Kingston. I'm a lifelong resident of Kingston and Roane County. I also serve this county as a magistrate, and I see the benefits of flock cameras that are tracking down the criminals. I'm here to speak on behalf of myself and my personal experience with my mother, who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's and dementia. And 4 years ago, we found my mom's car missing, my mother, and I want to thank Roane County, 911 dispatch, Kingston Police, Roane County Sheriff's Office, numerous times have looked for my mother and found her safe every time. She was, a flock camera was used, they called flock, they got hit at 6 a.m. in the morning. She was leaving Loudoun County, entering Blount County. We'd been searching for 4 hours in Roane County. That shifted our search. 2 hours later, Park Ranger at Cage Cove National Park contacted me and said, do you know Miss Barbara Gwen? I said, yes, sir. He said, we have her safe right here in the park. And I credit the flock cameras for helping. Now, didn't necessarily crack the case, but she was found safe, and grateful for a family from Michigan that saw her wandering in the park and helped her out. So that's a positive aspect. Anybody that knows and sees the news recently, a gentleman fled this county, was picked up in Georgia by flock cameras. He was getting on a bus, and he was a bad criminal. This was horrible things to some juveniles. So I see the good, the bad, and the ugly in this county, and I want to thank the commission for entrusting me
and my colleague to, provide a service to this county that a lot of people don't know exists. And I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I thank each and every one of you for entrusting me and, Freedom, Roane, as a magistrate to service Gray County we live in. Thank you.
All right, anyone else? All right, go ahead.
Okay, so you all each received a packet. It says on the security facts, flock safety, security fact, claims and facts. Chief Hahn has been in contact with, the flock, their flock representative. And they emailed this to us 3:30, 4 o'clock this afternoon, something like that. So that's why you're just now getting it on your desk, and we want to get it to you as quick as possible. But we do have, if there are any questions, anything, discussion, we do have, officials here who can answer questions about how we handle flock locally. But I do appreciate the conversation. I think there's a need for it, and I think there's an understanding that the public needs to have about the accountability measures that our law enforcement officials have taken to ensure that there's no misuse or abuse of information on these cameras. But I'm gonna leave it at that, because I can't speak really past that.
Mr. Chairman.
Chair recognizes Commissioner Berry.
I think we hit it on the head. I think we've all seen firsthand, the good side of these cameras. And actually, I'm probably not any different than most of you. I didn't realize we had as many flock cameras in the county as we did until some of this stuff started. I think we have one at Ridgeview Elementary as well. But we've seen firsthand what they can do. I mean, here in our own courthouse and here in our own community. I guess the thing that I would like to see us have is, it says here these cameras can use facial recognition. No, flock does not utilize facial recognition technology. So I guess what I would like to make sure that we do is understand exactly what the flock cameras in our county can do now, so that when they do change it, and it's going to change, the technology is going to be there that they can do facial, just so that we can make sure the public understands what we have in our county in terms of these cameras. There's no doubt that they're useful, but if they're doing something beyond what we're thinking they're doing, then I think this body needs to be able to come back and say, yes, we will approve this. But I think we just have to be careful of how we do it and how we proceed. I don't want to do anything to hinder police, sheriff, schools, but at the same time, I think there's a fine line there that we're using privacy to invade folks' privacy. So I would just have us be cautious about how we do it. But let's keep in touch with all of our proper authorities to make sure that we know what those cameras are doing, and they're not capable. I would have thought they would have been capable of doing facial recognition as we speak. But if they can't, then that's fine. We know that they can't. So that would just be, I would just ask us to be cautious.
All right. Anyone else? Chair recognizes Commissioner Gandy.
So it says here, it says, Block does not sell customer data to third parties. Is the only data collected for the tag? Unless the tag is not visible, then it scans the car and tries to determine what type, make, and model of the car, correct? If somebody.
It's taking a picture of the rear of the vehicle. So it's taking a picture of the tag, and from the rear of the vehicle, it can tell, what color it is and similar makes and models. That's all that it captures.
And that's the only data.
So it's going away from you, so
Yeah.
there's no way, when you were looking at this photo of the rear of the car, there's no way to see the occupants. And, I've not seen one, where it shows any occupants that's visible, because you're looking at a moving vehicle, it's taking a still image, so.
Who is the customer? Who would be the customer for Roane County?
We are the Roane County Sheriff's
The Roane
Office.
County. Does the Kingston City and Harriman City Police also utilize, are they part of the same customer?
They do, and if you have a cooperative agreement with the local cities, whether it be Kingston, Harriman, Rockland, because everybody in this county participates in that agreement, that we can allow them to look at our cameras, we can look at their cameras.
Anything else, Mr. Mayor?
No, that's it, sir.
All right. Chair recognizes Commissioner Anderson.
Sheriff, don't the red light cameras capture more than that flock camera, is that right?
You know, I'm under the impression that red light cameras capture about the same thing that a flock camera does. You know, it's capturing that back of the license plate in the vehicle. But as far as, I don't have any real experience with the. Yeah, so they're telling me there's two cameras. There's one taking one from the front, one taking one from the back, so that's gonna be totally different. Flock's just from the back. We're not gonna be able to see if there's, who's driving.
Understand, thank you, sir.
All right, anything else?
Sure.
Chair recognizes Commissioner Anderson.
The sheriff or whoever, what about the security of the cameras? He alluded to people being able to, maybe to hack into the system. How secure is their system? And I know it's.
So in the literature, it addresses that the security features are built in there. It's not a camera that pans and zooms and all that. It's taking still photos and, you know, the data's captured and housed within, it's encrypted. And it's stored in the cloud essentially. And then every 30 days that, gets overwritten and so if you go past, you can't go past 30 days to retrieve any of that data.
But all we're looking at is the license plate in the back of the.
I guess, Mr. Lefevre, I assume we signed a contract with Flock for our cameras on a monthly basis or something.
So it's a yearly basis.
So the contract that we signed, if we sign it knowing that all they're doing is what's in this, then that's what we're obligated to have them do, right? Anything they do other than that, then we would have options to go back on it, right?
I don't know that I've seen the contract. I don't know the answer.
But each entity signs a contract, you sign one, the city of Harriman, Kingston.
I don't have the authority to sign contracts. The purchasing agent, or the mayor have the authority to sign the contracts.
So I assume that our purchasing agent would go through legal to on our contract or something like this.
We don't have a legal, we don't have a written contract, we need a contract with a purchase order.
So we don't have a contract establishing any type of information.
It's basically a subscription.
It's an agreement.
It's a subscription.
A subscription that allows them to access the network.
Okay, so we're doing that on an annual basis, and there's money already in the budget for this year, right?
That's correct.
Thank you, Mr.
All right. I know we could probably talk on this all night. Anything else on flock cameras? And I'm sure we'll have more discussions in the future on this, as more information comes available. All right, anyone else want to address the county commission? All right, hearing none, seeing none, we'll move to the county attorney's report.
If it pleases the chairman, I'd like to take you in executive session at this time to discuss the copy machine contract with Novatech and the letter that we received, which is attached to 8/26/07.
All right, this time we'll move into executive session. Yeah, hey, our camera and our sound is still on, so watch what you say when we're out.
No,
Thanks, sir.
Go over to the jail, man. See if they dress anybody.
How are you, sir?
Don't worry. I was just there waiting, and I ran the road.
I don't know her personally, but I feel like she's definitely up to my family and probably helped me out somewhere in passing, so she was really amazing. 43 years, that's as long as I've been alive. Yes, I'm only 26. What are you gonna do now? Yes, they did. They did a pretty good job most days. I'm probably doing a better job taking care of me than I'm taking care of them, but I only take care of them as much as they will allow me to. So, sometimes we have to be like, okay, excuse me. I try to let them have their way as much as they want to, but every once in a while I have to be like, having over dad's and stuff, he was give himself insulin at nighttime, and he's causing his sugar to go, his, blood levels drop like in the 40s, and we're like, it doesn't matter, even if it, yes, even if it is high when you go to bed, you're gonna be fasting for your sleep, just trying to push him to be in charge of it. Been made changes by diet a good while, and I'm really good with that. Then one day he kind of got into candies and stuff, and I guess it spooked him a little bit that it don't go there. So then he forgot that his insulin is 30/70, so 30 is 30 fast acting, 70 is that happens over time. So he just was thinking it's gonna be fast acting and lower it immediately, so he gave himself 2 units, and he gave himself 10 more units.
All right, let's go ahead and get back in order here. County Attorney's report, do you have anything else to report, sir?
No, Mr. Chairman.
All right, well, at this time, we'll move to the County Executive's report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First of all, this will be, from now on, we're gonna start this, process, but Justin Snow will report during my time. So I'll yield my time to Mr. Snow.
Thank you, Wade. I'll be brief. Everybody has a copy of the July Roane Lights recap, and I'm gonna hit a few high points. I want to talk a little bit about some of the grants that we've been going after the past few months. And of course, last month, Roane Lights, in a partnership with Roane County IDB, we pursued a $4 million grant with the state of Tennessee. We were awarded that grant. This is to purchase approximately 120 acres adjacent to the Roane Regional Business and Technology Point. I do want to point out the fact that there was $13 million in that bucket, and Roane County got a third of it. So I think that shows the importance of everything that's going on here in the county. Furthermore, the Roane Alliance in a partnership with the Roane County IDB, we went after some TDA and Best Prep grant funding. We were fully awarded for that grant funding as well. So we went after nearly $5 million of grant funding, and Roane County got fully funded. So we opened up the gates this morning to start our due diligence environmental work so we could get to the closing table. Other than that, I'll just say that last Tuesday we had our National Night Out, the 4th annual that we've done. And it's just a great opportunity for the community to come out and spend time with our cities, elected officials, our law enforcement and our first responders. This was our most attended National Night Out. And we don't sell food, we give food away, but we run out of food this year. So it was a great event. So a lot of good things going on in the county, a lot of good things going on through our lives. Please take time to read the recap, which shows the full scope of work that our team focuses on each and every day. That concludes my report, and I'll be more than glad to answer any questions that y'all might have.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Mr. Chairman, just a couple things real quickly. As always, if you all refer to the rundown, a couple points I'd like to point out specific to you guys is, first of all, please save the date. August 21st at 10 a.m. in the criminal courtroom will be the swearing in ceremony for all recently elected officials. That's all of us. So, and I know there'll probably be a few who may not be able to make it at that particular time. We can obviously find times outside. That just happens scheduling wise. Not everybody's gonna be able to make it, but please make sure we do that before September 1st, which is when you officially take office. Secondly,
And find anybody that's qualified to swear you in.
yes, well, that's your preference on who you want to swear in. I'll be available there. I've got to get sworn in myself, but I'll be available there if anybody wants to use me. The judges have always typically made themselves available. But yeah, any officer, just reach out to them. Whoever you want to use, we can do that. We'll accommodate. So we'll be there with all the oaths and administratively, we'll be set up to crank it through. But August 21st, Friday, 10 a.m., Judge Wick's courtroom.
Mr. Criswell, can you kind of clarify the type of officials who are allowed to, by law, by state statute, to swear folks in?
I may need to lean on the county attorney for
Yeah,
that.
that's fine.
I may need to look at statutes, because
Yeah.
but do you want me to email you?
That'd be great if you
Okay,
wouldn't mind.
let's
Thank
get
you.
out there.
Yeah, I think several people are just questioning,
Yeah.
what are the requirements?
Yeah, who can swear who in?
Yes,
Yes.
thank you, sir.
Could you verify if ministers can, please?
I think it has to be a constitutional officer and only some of them.
I think that they can.
You think ministers
but-
can?
But you would have to sign. They can read the oath, but I think you or someone would have to sign.
We'll find out.
Okay.
You have received a save the date to date. That is you have not received any official communication on the election yet or swearing in, because the election commission has asked us to hold off until it's completely final. And we do have one race that's still to be finalized. So that's why we haven't said a whole lot about it, but that we just sent a save the date and you'll receive official notification from us about this coming up.
Yeah.
Any other questions on that? Got one more quick point.
Can you tell us which race?
The Harriman race. Yeah. Yeah, the election commission was saying there was a couple of provisional ballots that still remain to be checked, and it asked us to hold off on doing anything before that was finalized.
Sheriff, you got something?
Is that date set in stone? I will be a new sheriff's school in Franklin on the 20th.
And we can do something separate. But looking at the calendar, it gets, so it has to be, that's 2 weeks from Friday, or that's a week from Friday. And the week after that, is training for everybody. So you Coop and Coat are both that next week. And I don't know what sheriff or road super, well, our sheriffs do preliminary training, you have to go to.
I gotta go 2 weeks, I go to 1 week, the week of the 17th, and I gotta go to a second week, the week of September the 7th, so I have to go to 2 different.
They have to go to, well, re-elected don't, but new commissioners have to go to COOP for 2 days before they can serve. And same thing for, clerks, trustees, registered deeds, they have to go that same week, so. So I think we probably need to look at the calendar and set something up specific for you. And you would fill the courtroom anyway, I've seen your game. And one more thing, Mr. Chairman, and that's what it is about, is COOP, and that's the fifth point down there, is, our newly elected commissioners, just like you all did, will have to go to that. You all are invited. There's no, registration that needs to occur. You can just go. But you would get 2 days of CTAS training credit if you did go. And you get to spend time. It's obviously good information. It's, basic and foundational. A lot of y'all are past that, but, certainly you're invited to attend on the 24th and 25th. Kaylee Walker can give you much more information about that than I can. Mr. Chairman, that concludes my report. Glad to answer any questions.
All right, input, Chair recognizes Commissioner Byrd.
We talked a little bit about it in executive committee. I'd just like to share with us. We've talked to the public a lot about what's happening in Roane County. And we've shown a lot of numbers and other things that just make sure we're on schedule with the companies that are there. Nobody's defaulted, nobody's changed their mind. We're on schedule there. We're on schedule as far as tax revenue comes, getting property tax along the way. But the real stuff comes when you start bringing in the high dollar machinery and stuff where you get additional tax on the business property stuff. But we're fine in terms of where we think we're gonna be, where we need to be in terms of all of those companies. Is that?
Yeah, real quickly, let me try to go off the top of my head on each one of them. Kairos Power is way ahead of schedule.
Okay.
They've changed the fact that they may even be skipping a step to expedite their process. And that sounds terrible, don't quote me on that, but they're ahead of schedule. Radiant, they made a decision to come here in October, I think it was. They have steel in the ground going vertical as of last week. Oklo is on track in their licensing discussions with NRC, and they have already done land clearing at ETTP. Standard Nuclear has purchased 5 buildings at ETTP. It just went public. Standard Nuclear. It just went public about 3 weeks ago, I think it was. So they're doing great. Roano's well on schedule. I spent a lot of time with Jean-Luc last week. Triso X is probably gonna be the number 3 employer in the county. They are the first private company in Roane County to be able to poach employees from Y12 and ORNL to the point that it's causing both of them a little bit of trouble. For the first time, we have a private employer who can compete with DOE wage rates, and the rest of them will follow suit. They will have their number right now is 1,500 employees. They just announced another expansion 3 weeks after their latest announcement last week. And then going around BWXT, they've stood up their facility in January. It's fully operational. We still expect another announcement there. And then the biggest one is TVA Clinch River. And the appointment of Mike Skaggs as the new CEO of TVA, I think is a game changer for us. We got a chance to spend a lot of time with him last week at the NOW conference, the ETEC conference that they held. And everything that we were gonna ask him for from an Oak Ridge corridor perspective, he was already on board before we even got to him. So if you put all that together, that's just Roane County. That's well over 4,000 jobs, well over $10 billion, depending on how you count. That's not including any DOE, it's not including TVA. We're well ahead. And none of that has to do with the latest announcement that DOE made, which is the Nuclear Life Cycle Innovation Campus, which Tennessee is a finalist for But that could double the employment on the Oak Ridge Reservation.
Do you know when that might happen?
It's a conversation that's ongoing with the White House, DOE, and those 5 states right now. The governor's office briefed us on it last week just to make sure that we all understood that our state is well in that conversation. We're in a good position.
And is TVA still on 4 units, or are they increasing the number of units?
No, Mr. Skaggs announced, a couple weeks ago, when we met with him at TVA Kingston, that's gonna have 5 units on it, increasing. Good. Yeah. So there's so much happening. And there's still way more I could go on and on and on. But that's the basics.
So I guess the only other thing left is the cooperation is still very,
It's
very
all
good
about
between.
If the cooperation stops, things may stop. Yeah.
And I guess my only last one, we invested some money in the Oak Ridge corridor. Money well spent.
I mean, it's the greatest return on investment I think we could ever have.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right, let's move on to, special.
I request speak.
Chair recognition, Commissioner Henderson.
Mr. Cresswell, we hear all this good news about this coming in, but please, don't none of y'all forget that we're gonna have a bunch of sick workers out there, okay? I'm one of them. My daddy died because of it. I still ain't got my money. I still ain't got liver that I don't have anymore on the white card. So, while we're enjoying all this, low hanging fruit and everything, let's don't forget about the people in this county and other counties, that they need to really be working on something like DOE has set up, except for they'll release the money to the people when they're needed. Thank you.
To that point, in point number 3, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission will hold their final public hearing regarding TVA's construction permit for small modular nuclear reactor on the Clinch River site on the August 13th, is that Thursday? At 5:30 at Pollard Auditorium in Oak Ridge. So I would encourage you to attend that and address those concerns there, because that's exactly what that's for.
Last time I addressed my concerns, Mayor Frank told me to shut my mouth and sit down. She'd heard enough. And you
I
sat
had no
beside
idea.
her that day, so, I will be there.
There you go.
Thank you.
And I think that's also included in our report, that our environmental review board is looking at all of that type of stuff as well.
Yeah, the Environmental Review Board's list of things is
Long.
is grown to the point where they need subcommittees. It is a long.
I'm saying that's part of what they're looking into.
Oh, absolutely. It's probably the number 1 thing they're looking into.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks, sir.
All right, let's move on to appointment of, special orders, appointment of Richard Owens to the Board of Zoning and Appeals. Motion by Brackett, second by Henderson. Commissioner Brackett,
Nothing.
Commissioner Henderson.
I think it'll be a good one on there.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. Majority passed. All right, 1, 2, and 9 have been pulled. So Madam Clerk, if you let me know when you can.
Yeah, so some clarity on number 1 is, number 1 requires a, public hearing, even if it was, even if we were gonna recommend denial. So we're gonna have to punt that for a month and then have have an adequate notice for a public hearing before we do that. So it'll be on the September agenda.
All right.
Correct?
Okay. So you ready? All right, thank you. Resolution 08-2603, a resolution adopting a private chapter, number 40, House Bill number 1717, Senate Bill 2176, 104th General Assembly, changing the title of Roane County Executive to Roane County Mayor. Motion by Wilson, second by Doug. Commissioner Wilson.
I just want to say this one last time. I'm gonna turn my time over to the county executive before it becomes mayor.
I'm gonna yield to the county attorney.
I think it speaks for itself.
I just want to say it one more.
Commissioner Duff.
Nothing.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries 14. All right, 82604, resolution abandoning any interest in an undeveloped roadway that runs from Ferguson Lane and bisects parcels 22 and 22.01, control map 47. Motion by Berry, second by Hendrickson. Commissioner Berry.
Nothing further.
Commissioner Hendrickson.
Nothing further.
Any discussion? Commissioner Dunn.
I just want to say, I thought at one point, we had said that this is not worth the paper it's written on, but yeah, we continue to have these appear.
Well, I didn't put anything about signing a deed in these resolutions, so if you want to give people deeds, you'll need to amend each of these resolutions. This particular one is for a private easement, so I couldn't see that the county has even dedicated any interest in this.
If this, Mr. Chairman, if I may add, I think this is sort of kind of an alternative approach to that. When he was saying, when we used to deed a right of way that wasn't written on, wasn't worth the paper it was written on. This is just abandoning that.
Okay, and so these three that we're getting ready to address,
Yeah, there's no provision in any of these resolutions to deed anything to anybody. You're just making a formal statement that the county has no interest in these particular roadways.
That's it. Chair recognizes Commissioner Brackett.
I guess my question in that, there's been liability on, at some point with us, so if we do this way, are we totally out? If the neighbors get in a squabble, yeah, I mean.
You should be totally out. It's basically.
Should be or will be?
Well, you're basically saying that the county has no interest in these road beds and you're leaving it up to the neighbors to figure out what to do from there.
Could turn, I mean, if there was a squabble somewhere, I guess it's a civil matter or something.
It's a civil matter.
We're out.
Yeah.
Chair recognizes Commissioner Parks.
Is these the ones that the lady brought to the road committee? And asked us about?
I may be, let's see, yeah, these have all gone to road committee.
Yeah. These road, these are, one of them's to basically a guy's yard.
Is this all the same person?
No, there's three different ones. One is, I don't remember exactly, but I just remember we vetted it a good while in the road committee, and they were no issues I could see, no problems with any of them. One of them basically was in a guy's yard, and then another one was to a guy's right of way to his own back lot.
Yeah, I think this first one is the right of way to the guy's own back lot, and then the other two were on subdivision plat. So the other two, there is an implied dedication to the county, but the road superintendent says they've never been maintained as a county road. But the first one is clearly just a private easement.
All right, any other discussion, any other debate? Madam Clerk. Motion carries 14. All right, resolution for abandonment of any interest in a roadway running between parcels 24 and 25 on control map 111 Papa Group A. Motion by Henderson, second by Wilson. Commissioner Henderson.
Nothing further, sir.
Commissioner Wilson.
Nothing further.
Any discussion, any debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. Motion carries. Resolution 82606, resolution for abandonment of a roadway running from Century Drive between parcels 22 and 21 on control map 391 Group Alpha. Motion by Henderson, second by Gann. Commissioner Henderson.
Nothing further.
Commissioner Gann.
Nothing further, sir.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. Motion carries. Resolution 82607, authorizing the county attorney to file a lawsuit for, declarative judgment and in conjunctive relief concerning expired copy machine contract. Motion by Kirby, second by Gann. Commissioner Kirby.
That's fine.
Commissioner Gann.
I say that we do it.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. Motion carried. 82608, resolution making appropriations to nonprofit charitable organizations of Roane County for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2026, and ending June 30th, 2027. Motion by Hamilton, second by Parks. Commissioner Hamilton.
Nothing further.
Commissioner Parks.
Looks like they done a good job. I don't envy that committee, cause that's a hard committee to do.
All right. Any discussion, any debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries. Let me bend my paper here. 82610, resolution to amend Fund 128 Recycle Center budget to reappropriation resolution. Motion by Duff, second by Wilson. Commissioner Duff.
This will allocate the remaining funds, will actually switch where they are to be used so that we will have $0 left in the ARP funds. This is going to pay the road there at the landfill.
All right. Commissioner Wilson.
Ditto what he said.
All right. Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. Motion carried. 82611, a resolution to revise the Roane County annual budget approval policy previously approved under resolution 122413. Motion by Duff, second by Kirby. Commissioner Duff.
And this is an addition on number 5B, where the budget committee will not approve or determine any individual department raises until all department budgets, excluding schools, have been presented. A final decision regarding cross-board raises for all county employees will be made only after all budget requests are complete.
Commissioner Kirby. Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. Motion carries. 82612, resolution authorizing a 25-year lease with Planned Parenthood. Motion by Henderson, second by Goss.
Stacy, would you like to talk to us about this?
I handed everybody, some paperwork, just my thoughts, and I'm sorry if it's all over the map. I get excited about talking about the shelter and how we're moving forward. The previous organization that we leased the clinic to, originally had planned on being there at least 3 days a week, you know, and provide services for, you know, the shelter and county residents as well. They never moved past going, you know, being there only on Mondays. So I have talked to Planned Parenthood. You know, they were talking about how bad their building has went downhill, and they were, you know, trying to come up with the funding. And I mentioned the, you know, leasing the clinic to them. And, they came back and was very excited about it. So I spoke with Pausing Clause for a Cause, the director there. She agreed with me that, you know, things hadn't turned out the way that we had originally planned for it to. She has another clinic in Knoxville that got really, really busy. So she agreed that Planned Parenthood would be able to utilize the clinic better than she could. So they're planning on being there 4 days a week, and they are extending hours. They're bringing back more services that they used to do back years ago. They've been in Roane County, they've served Roane County for over 20 years. So we have the same views, the balance, and they have a passion for our community. Pet owners and just folks that are trying to, you know, tackle all of the feral colonies, basically reduce the strays in Roane County, to make it a better place to live and to reside, improving the health of pets for pet owners as well. But I'm really, really excited about Planned Parenthood coming in to the clinic. And, I think we're really, really gonna see major benefits right away.
Now, will they be giving us free or discounted, spay or neuters on the animals that come in our shelter?
Yes. The lease is actually set up to where they're paying their lease through services. So, and we also utilize the University of Tennessee, College for Veterinary Medicine. And, you know, we still have surgeries done there when school is in session. We also utilize clause and cause for a cause, anywhere we can go, basically. But they're also gonna provide well checks. And, you know, in the shelter, that's a tremendous blessing for us.
Right.
You know, they come in, you know, and, you know, due to their roaming around on the streets, whatever, the condition of their bodies, they can better tell us what's going on with that pet, and should they be on the adoption floor, or are they gonna be repairable? You know, it's basically, a resource to me that's gonna be priceless. But they will be spaying and neutering as many as possible. And my goal is to not let anybody leave the shelter without being fixed at this point. So, and I think I'm gonna achieve my goal. I'm working on it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Chair recognizes Commissioner Goss.
Mr. Chairman, the biggest thing I want to say is I want to thank Stacy for the lot she puts into this animal shelter. Listening to barking dogs, it's busting your eardrums, the environment and stuff down there does a phenomenal job. I've been in and out of that building a lot, been sitting there idle. All the money that the county put into it, you know, it's not being utilized. I think it's gonna be a valuable asset, and I want to thank Stacy for spearheading that and getting it going. We'd actually talked about it, you know, a little bit, she put my brain on it, but I'm not that. I love animals. I think people seen that through my election campaign, but, she does a phenomenal job. That building is definitely gonna be an asset to Roane County.
As long as it didn't look like bones when you got there.
Chair recognizes Commissioner Hamilton.
Question I have concerning this lease is a 25-year lease. That seems a long time. Is that the norm?
That's exactly my response.
Yeah.
So we ensured that termination clauses, were in it.
Okay.
But I don't wanna say too much legal.
Right.
Said by the county attorney. Are you gonna say anything?
Well, if they breach the lease, you can terminate, but it is a 25-year lease, so as long as they're providing the required services to the animal shelter, then it's a 25-year lease.
Stacy, you wanna speak to that?
Yeah. Yeah, the one thing that they were concerned about whenever I did speak with them about it was, you know, they've been at the location that they're at since they opened. Currently, they lease the property from Windrock. They own the little double wide building, bless their hearts, it's falling apart. They wanted some stability.
Yeah.
And I understand that, because they are all about their business. They are compassionate. Yeah. They just basically wanted that stability, reassurance, and the communication that we have and we'll be working with so closely. You know, have Greg on speed dial should we have any questions. But they are fantastic to work with. I worked with them since I came to the shelter in 2016, and I've never had issues.
Thank you.
Chair recognizes Commissioner Brackett.
I'm not against this, probably by any means, but to me, this should go through the property committee, take a look at it through proper channels before we enter into 25-year lease with somebody. That's something we've set up to do. I think we need eyes on it, and we might want to change it. I don't know. That's what the committee's for.
Want to make an amendment? Want to make an amendment?
Are you making a motion to amend to send back?
Make the motion to amend it, send it to the property committee, and come back.
A second.
All right, so I have a motion from Brackett to send to property committee, a second by Hamilton. Any discussion, any debate?
Quick question here, Stacy, is there a time sensitivity on this, please?
As far as getting started,
As far as executing the agreement?
basically as soon as possible. They're working on transitioning things at this time. You know, and I know that they would be willing to, you know, negotiate,
Here's the problem with that, and I understand 100% where you're coming from. But we won't have committee meetings again
That's true.
until the third week of October. Right,
We
'cause
not
there won't be
not-
committees.
Not deal form, till then. I mean, we got the committees for a reason.
Yeah.
Right, but as of August 31st, we don't. We won't have them again until this body approves the new committees in October.
Not to be insensitive, but I mean,
I understand.
business is business. I mean, to protect us, we're looking at 25 years of building. I mean, business is business.
Brian, you had something?
Yes, sir, we're moving the funds on the 17th. So, if we're not going to approve it, we need to know that immediately, because if once we move their funds there, they won't have any funds hosted, and they're not communication with the public.
17th of this month.
Yes, sir, next month.
All right. Chair recognizes Commissioner Lehman.
Would you entertain an amendment for 1 year approval till we can come back to the committees?
I think that would be to the county attorney. I mean, with everything that's said in this contract, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm against it, I'm just saying that.
Understand, I just don't want to stop it either.
Yeah.
We should have known about it a month ago, maybe. And I know it sounds cruel, but if we don't get it right, we could be in the binds way on that.
I agree, 25 years is a long time
Are you, so you're taking a friendly, I don't even know that you can amend that for a year versus 25.
Well,
You'd have to amend it.
you've got a motion to send it to committee, so that would take preference. Now, if the 25-year lease gets sent to committee, I guess somebody could make a motion to authorize a lease under the same terms for a lesser period after that.
Sure.
Chair recognizes Commissioner Bird.
What, are they leasing the whole facility?
yes, the clinic next door to the.
Just the clinic?
Just the clinic, yes.
So it doesn't really have anything to do with the rest of the facility?
No,
So can we narrow this down to just the facility that they're leasing, the clinic?
That is the lease.
That is a
I'm saying
They're not
it's just the clinic, right? It's not,
Yeah.
it's just the clinic, it's not the entire operation.
No, just the
So it's just the clinic. What do we use the clinic for other than?
we won't, the clinic won't be used, until someone, Planned Parenthood comes in to utilize it.
It just seems like if it's just the whole facility, that's one thing, but if we're just talking about clinic that's not being used, and we've already got plans for services behind, and I agree with Commissioner Brackett. We said we were gonna use committees and stuff, maybe this was when it just fell into the crack. It's just the clinic. I think we just need to say that here, and it's not the said facility, it's the clinic. So that helps out.
Can we grant them temporary occupancy?
All right, guys, let's use the push to talk button here, because I've got people that's already requested in front of you. All right, Chair recognizes Commissioner Wilson.
When was the lease up for Planned Parenthood? Can you restate that, please?
For, cause and cause for a cause, the one that was before,
Yeah,
It would be in mid-July. So they vacated in mid-July and cleaned up.
No, the one that is currently looking to lease, that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure when their lease is up with the Windrock property that they're on right now. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay,
I think that's the
I'm
big
not really
variance.
sure about that date. I do know that they are trying to get everything moved over quickly because they're juggling surgeries at that location. And they would like to start surgeries at the new location.
I guess that would be the variance that would fall in if there's not an extreme urgency to do that, then I could see. I hate that the committee is 6 weeks away. That's the problem of it. Do what?
More than that. Got 9 weeks away.
That's a long time to deal with business.
Okay, Chair recognizes Commissioner Hooks.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So we would be without these, plentiful bay and neuter.
Yes,
For
for the entire,
for your shelter.
yes.
When did we first learn of this transition?
About maybe a month, well, it was 1st of July, mid-July. It just kind of, it happened, it just happened.
That Claus and Paul's was not gonna renew their contract, or
No,
that you
no.
or someone decided that they were going to.
Yeah, we mutually agreed. I talked with her about how she felt, about being open more days a week, and I knew that she just wasn't able to. Due to demand that she's got going on at the other facility that she runs in Knoxville. And, I even spoke to Brad about it, that there's so many things that could be happening should the right person be in the clinic. She actually agreed for Planned Parenthood to be able to utilize it more than she would be able to benefit Roane County and the animal shelter.
So this question is for you, Mr. Gray. Until the new committees get set, is the acting committee still?
Until the end of August.
No, and not beyond that.
Not beyond that, no, because it was just appointed through the end of August.
So the committee could meet. 85 days, we scheduled meeting tomorrow.
Do them in September.
Well, we could call one by the end of the month.
Yeah.
That might be the fix.
Yeah. At least to get it to September meeting.
Who's chairman of the property?
Me.
So, I'm sorry. Y'all talking back and forth. So are we good through September?
You're good through the end of August, so you could have a meeting this month, make a recommendation, and then put it back on the agenda for September.
All right. Is that fine with you, Commissioner Bradford?
I'm good with that. If we can get a committee meeting in, check it out. I'm
All
fine with
right,
that.
so we still have the amendment that we're discussing, so let me get through everyone that requested to speak here. Commissioner Gann.
So why cannot we grant them temporary occupancy?
Well, you can do that after you deal with this amendment, but you've got one motion on the floor,
So let's
so.
do this amendment and go ahead and grant them temporary occupancy pending the outcome of that, and so nothing's held up. We should be able to grant them temporary occupancy.
Which, Brad's moving the phones August 17th, so I doubt we'll have, I know,
Was it the 17th this month or September?
this month, right, Brad?
Yes, sir. Next Monday.
Next Monday, they're moving the phone.
Next month, go.
So, but, so let me understand, let me clarify for everybody, so, here we go. The current one is gonna have to go back, we're talking about the amended, 82612 as amended to go back to the property committee.
Probably be better just to classify it as a motion to refer it to the property committee, because if it's an amendment, you've got to amend it, then vote on it again.
Okay, so we would just motion to refer it back, but you're wanting to also grant temporary occupancy.
Well, that would be a separate motion after this motion.
All right, so, well, it ain't on the agenda, so,
But it's, this is a regular meeting, so you can bring up other stuff.
all right. 82612, recommendation was to send back to the property committee, and that motion was made by Brackett. Voice vote, all in favor of sending this back to property, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. All right, so that motion carries. Now we deal with the temporary occupancy of the Planned Parenthood or
Clinic.
the clinic. So you,
I make the motion that we issue temporary occupancy of the clinic for the use.
all right, do I have a second for that motion?
Second.
All right, multiple seconds, thank you, Brooks. All in favor, say aye. Okay, hold, stand tight.
What is temporary, I mean, what period of time?
Pending the outcome decision of property.
Well, so what
Well,
would
it
be,
would actually be a commission.
Commission.
so what we're doing is we're asking these folks to move without a period of time involved. They've got until we come back September meeting, basically,
Well, they would be in, they would be granted that occupancy.
till the September meeting, till we can vote on it. If the property committee meets it this month, approves it, we get it for September 7th. They would be asked to move without any guarantee of anything until, for now, till September.
Yes, they would be.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, my count, who else on there wanted to speak? Or anybody? Or have I cleared the board? All right, so that answers your question. So granting temporary occupancy, I had a motion and a second. All in favor, voice vote, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. All right. Any other business coming before the Roane County Commission?
Yes, sir.
Send it.
I'd just like to take a moment, thank y'all for your service, working with us, and it's been a pleasure. And all I got to say is, don't make me come back.
With that said, Commissioner Henderson, will you give us a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Do I have a second?